protest here in Kwara State.
All right, thank you so much, Ibrahim, for that update. Let's bring in our guest, former captain of the U.S. Army, Bish Johnson. I mean, let me start with you because you're a security expert. You've listened to the side of the police where they have said, look, people should submit their details as the protesters should submit their details to provide so they can get protection. And they are saying that that's the standard procedure. I want to get to your reaction to that.
Okay, good afternoon and thank you for having me. Look, I don't think that is a standard procedure for police to ask that they should provide them some people who are going to participate in the protest because they don't know how many people are going to come out for the protest. What ought to be the standard procedure is they ought to provide the police with the route or the venue where the protest is going to take place, what time the protest is going to start. The number of people that they expect to be at the protest, but asking them to provide names of every individual that is going to participate in the protest is a way of trying to suppress that protest. Let me tell you something. Look, the way the government is handling this issue is already giving that protest, even though it hasn't started, some level of success. Because now everybody is apprehensive. There is tension in the country. There are uncertainties. I've received phone calls from people who want to stock their homes because they don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. You see, the first thing not to do is not to create panic in the country. But unfortunately, because of the way this thing is being discussed, then they've already created some panic in the country, thereby giving this protest that some level of success, even when the protest has not even started. I believe that there are other ways these things could have been done. The government could have been secretive in their planning. The priority of government ought to be how to ensure that the protest is peaceful.
Bish Johnson, let's talk about, sorry to cut in, I understand that I have just a few minutes. I just want to state that the fears that the security agencies say they have, and then also get your response to it. They say they are scared that this protest might be hijacked. And so they're asking the organizers for some sort of assurance or measures to ensure that the protest is not hijacked. They're also asking that the organizers also show their face so that there's somebody held responsible if something goes wrong. I also just want to get your reaction to that.
No, it's not the responsibility of the organizers to ensure that the protest is peaceful. It is the responsibility of security agencies to ensure that the protest is peaceful, because that is their job, to protect lives and property, not the responsibility of the organizers. For police to say, look, we are afraid that this protest is going to be hijacked, to me is an indictment on the police itself. The police is saying that, look, we are not capable of protecting lives and property. That's not the responsibility of the organizers. You see where protests take place in other places. I've seen protests take place in America. The president doesn't get involved in trying to discourage people from protesting, or neither does the government officials. It's the rights of the people to protest. You mentioned it in your introduction. The police said they are not trying to infringe on the people's rights of assembly and expression. Right. So by trying to put all these kind of conditions on the organizers of this protest, the police is indirectly trying to infringe on the rights of the people to express, to assemble, and to also express themselves.
Thank you so much for your time, as always. Always a pleasure to have you on. Captain or former captain of the U.S. Army, Bish Johnson.
Thank you for having me.
Now, still to come on TVC News at 1, bandits attack customs